Welcome to County Report this week. I'm Anqoinette Crosby. Thank you for joining us. Coming up in the next half hour, how Hispanic companies are creating jobs and more county revenue. Plus, local students educate council members about problems in and out of school. Then in sports, we're sizing up two local college teams on the field and on the court. But we begin with agriculture. It's a $300 million business here in Montgomery County. The Agriculture Reserve has 540 farms. At a recent community meeting, folks learned why it's so important to protect this sizable county gem. Susan Kennedy reports.
It was a full house at the Universities of Maryland Shady Grove campus recently as folks came to learn more about Montgomery County's 93,000-acre ag reserve and its significance to our region. The event was organized by Councilmember Craig Rice, who represents much of the ag reserve.
What the ag reserve truly is, how it functions, what its purposes are, what its benefits are to the community. We want to answer some of those questions, but we also want to lay out for us what the foundation is, what the future for the agricultural reserve is. How do we keep preserving it and make sure that it's viable for many, many years to come?
The Agricultural Reserve is a designated land use zone in Montgomery County that was created in 1980 by the County Council to preserve farmland and open space. Councilmember Rice and other officials say it's critical to help folks understand the value of the land as a county resource, not a holding ground for future development.
There are also many types of other farmers like CSAs.
Bob Sissel heads up Montgomery County Agriculture Producers, which consists of 17 farmers who came together to have another voice for the ag community in Annapolis.
Because agriculture is changing and it's evolving. Terms like ag tourism now exist, and people are changing the way they do agriculture. So we want to make sure that our representatives understand what it is we do and how we do it.
Patrick O'Hanlon is the Maryland State Public Relations Officer for 4-H. He doesn't live on a farm, but in Wheaton, and he leases his animals and participates in the county fair.
It gives the opportunity for people to engage in agriculture right here, which gives people the opportunity to learn where their food comes from on a daily basis.
And educating the public about the possibilities that exist with a future in agriculture is what farmers like Mike Jameson say can help secure the future of the Ag Reserve.
There's a lot of business opportunity for kids to get into genetics of farming and just the science of the biology and so forth. So it's very exciting times.
In Gaithersburg, I'm Susan Kennedy for County Report This Week.
With the presidential election fast approaching, the Montgomery County Board of Elections continues to recruit and train election judges.
We will be recruiting and training election judges up until a few days before the election. However, if you really are interested in helping us out, and we hope that you are, it's a great way to participate in the civic process, see a different side of the elections. The earlier you come through training, the better for you, because it's only after you've completed training that you get assigned to a polling place. So those people that really want to serve in their home precinct should probably have already been through training, but we certainly do our best to get you as close to your home precinct as possible. So the earlier the better. In terms of the number of election judges that we'll need, we're trying to recruit anywhere from 4,000 to 5,000 individuals. What we find in the past, just like in any other organization, the number of people you recruit is going to be greater than the number of people that actually serve. And so we're looking to have between 3,200 and 3,500 election judges helping out on Election Day. We'll also have our Future Vote students from middle and high school who come through a training program and serve as Election Day aides in the polling place to help with line control and help chief judges with certain things. And so it takes more than a village to get an election office, certainly for a jurisdiction the size of Montgomery County. With this number of registered voters, we have to be prepared for a large turnout, and we want to make sure that our voters don't have to wait in line for a very long time, that we can help them as efficiently as possible, and that they're as prepared as possible.
You can find more information about election judges by visiting the Board of Elections website. The Montgomery County Council recently hosted a youth town hall meeting with local students. MyMC Media's Mitty Hicks was there and has this report.
And I always say that when somebody said somebody should do something, you're somebody. You should be doing something.
They may not be old enough to vote, but their message was loud and clear. Youth in Montgomery County care about local government.
To what extent is the council committed to funding our budget, not only this year, but in the years to come?
If we could have a budget for other youths to be able to work, teen works.
Dozens of students of all ages and backgrounds expressed their concerns with the county at the Youth Town Hall meeting in Rockville.
Even though it's just a local level, there's so much to talk about, and I really like the opportunity to be able to really understand how the council members are able to discuss these and find answers to them.
And these kids laid it all on the table.
Do you sponsor after-school programs right now?
How do we better invest in our future?
Including an apology from one of the captains of Watkins Mill High School's football team that gained national attention for taking a knee during the national anthem.
This peaceful gesture was not designed to hurt or disrespect or offend any individual or group, specifically our veterans and our police officers, because that's what people are coming at us for.
My MC Media caught up with Brian McNeary, one of the team's captains, who tells us what he learned during the town hall meeting.
I learned that our voice is powerful.
Councilmember Nancy Navarro says she's impressed by the caliber of students at the meeting.
This group of students are really reflective of who we are in Montgomery County. It was a very diverse crowd with really important questions.
So what's next for both the council and youth? The Montgomery County Council says they're going to take the students' concerns into consideration. In Rockville, I'm Mitty Hicks for County Report This Week.
Well, it's time for us to roll up our sleeves for Community Service Week. County residents are invited to give a few hours of their time in order to give back. There are plenty of projects that need volunteers. Join family, friends, and neighbors during Community Service Week. It runs until the 23rd. This is also a great event for middle and high school students. By taking part, students have the chance to earn student service learning hours. Service projects are posted on the Volunteer Center's website at montgomeryserves.org, or you can call 240-777-2600 for more information. Coming up on County Report This Week, how Hispanic companies are banding together to build their brands, and
Montgomery Planning's Bridget Suiso will take you on a bus tour of mid-century modern architecture in Montgomery County when County Report This Week continues.
Hey, mister, down here. You illegally passed the stop school bus. I'm placing you in timeout, and this timeout means big fines, plus you really could have hurt somebody. That's why school buses are being equipped with video cameras to help kids like me stay safe, so respect the bus.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Anqoinette Crosby. Hispanic companies are a vital economic force in Montgomery County. My MC Media's Mitty Hicks reports on how one conference is helping hundreds of businesses thrive and survive.
Hispanic businesses are growing 15 times faster than the national growth rate.
More than 700 business owners representing various regions across the state attended the 15th annual Hispanic Business Conference in Bethesda.
So the reason we're hosting the Maryland Hispanic Business Conference is because there is a need to connect the dots between Latinos and the mainstream community.
Access to resources, jobs, and contracts are the dots organizers want to connect within this business community.
This is the one place where once a year the community leaders, our government partners, our corporate partners all show up in one place and we make stuff happen.
According to the U.S. Census Bureau, Hispanics only make up 6% of the state's population and 19% in Montgomery County. But their businesses are growing 15 times the national average, according to conference organizers.
We have 54,000 Hispanic businesses across the state. And you have folks like Lily Castillo, who's one of our award winners, who is setting up 3,500 of them. So the growth is off the charts. And as that's one of the reasons the conference is so important.
Maryland Lieutenant Governor Boyd Rutherford was the keynote speaker, and he says Hispanic businesses play a critical role in the state's economic comeback.
They're one of the fastest, if not the fastest growing business community, and so it's, as we're going to continue to grow businesses, jobs in the private sector, these organizations are the best ones to do it.
And for many Hispanic entrepreneurs, their journey began right here.
10 years ago, I started with a dream to become an entrepreneur, and this was one of the first places I came. No money, no resources, no ideas how to really establish my business, and I started connecting.
Coming here, working with the locals, getting connected with Cool and Associates, it was huge to me and my family.
In Bethesda, I'm Mitty Hicks for County Report This Week.
Montgomery County recently hosted its first annual procurement forum in Silver Spring. The event featured exhibitors and panel discussions. Procurement Director Cherie Branson said this event was one way to connect big and small businesses so they can do business together.
Today's forum is our first annual procurement forum, and what we would like to do is to make sure that small, local, minority and female-owned businesses are able to connect with big businesses that are doing major projects in the county. Some of those projects are financed by the county and some of them are privately financed. But we think it's very important to assure the economic development of this county by linking up these two groups. In Montgomery County, we average between $800 million and $1 billion a year in what we spend. That's huge. So at last count for FY16, about $87 million went to local businesses. About $175 million went to minority and female-owned businesses.
The Planning Department's Historic Preservation Office has been working to raise awareness for mid-century modern architecture in the county through their Montgomery Modern program. Recently, the department organized a bus tour of modern homes. Montgomery Planning's Bridget Schwiso has the story.
That's right, the Montgomery County Planning Department recently conducted a bus tour. It brought to life the pages of a book published last year by Claire Lise Kelly, all about mid-century modern architecture in the county. All part of our Montgomery Modern initiative.
Today we're having a tour of mid-century modern architecture in Montgomery County. This is our third annual tour through the Montgomery County Initiative. It's an initiative of the Montgomery County Planning Department. And we're focusing this year on the work of Dygert and Yerkes. They were a local architectural firm that specialized in modern design. We're looking at both housing projects and also public buildings.
I live in Virginia and was not familiar with Montgomery County, and it's amazing that I've lived here for 10 years and had no idea this existed. So I'm really glad that Montgomery County and Claire organized this, and I like that it's a range of residential projects as well as school and church projects. It's really nice to see not just houses but other types of architecture as well.
People really don't consider buildings that were built when they were living to be historic. So they think that only old buildings are historic, but as time passes by, we'll have resources that were built, that were unique, that we're going to lose if we don't look at them and start saving them now. So it's really important to see, because right now I think mid-century modern is very popular as well, and these homes fall right into that category, and the furniture that we see, all the design that we see came from that period. So it's really important to look and see how it was actually used in the time that it was built.
It's really wonderful to see the interest in this tour and in the Montgomery Modern Initiative. We've had great support from the public, and it shows us that our residents and the public is very interested in modern architecture, and it's really great to see the turnout we have here today.
Coming up on County Report this week, a giant honor for a beloved local TV show. And Rockville's new life-saving vehicle reports for duty. We'll have those stories and more right after this.
As a new American, I didn't know how to find a good job,
start a business,
get insurance or legal advice,
further my education, find affordable housing for my family.
It is very hard.
That's why we have the New Americans Expo. This informational fair will take place
on October 23rd from noon until 6 at the Civic Building in Silver Spring, Maryland. Come and explore. You'll find all the information you need to succeed as a new American.
Hope to see you there.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Anqoinette Crosby. 2 MCPS schools banded together for a one-of-a-kind Hispanic Heritage Celebration. MCPS TV has the story.
Students, parents, and members of the Montgomery Knolls and Pinecrest Elementary Schools community held a special event October 6, 2016 in celebration of National Hispanic Heritage Month.
We're very excited this evening to host our first Hispanic Heritage Celebration, and we have invited our entire community out to have a night of cultural celebration where we see the fashions that take place in all of the different countries that make up Latin America and our Hispanic population.
My wife is from Ecuador and I'm from the Dominican Republic, so we reminded children about our heritage. We teach them songs from where we come from, and we cook the foods that we eat from where we come from.
A diverse group of community members attended the event, which featured a book fair, food demonstrations, a traditional dress parade, and dances.
To celebrate the food, which is probably the best part, but it's also an exciting opportunity for our kids to just celebrate who they are, to feel that they are fully a part of our community, and to ensure that everyone is excited about the differences that we bring, but that we're so alike in so many ways in how we celebrate our culture.
It is a wonderful event, and it highlights the importance of the Hispanic culture and the contributions made socially and culturally to the United States.
I feel passionate because it's from my culture, and I really like dancing things that I know about my culture.
I really like dancing, and I really think it's really nice that I get to learn about my culture, and I just love it. I like it because since I'm not in my country right now, it's like I'm doing something for my country, so yeah, I encourage other people to do it too. It's really fun.
The Guinness Book of World Records has recognized It's Academic as the world's longest-running TV quiz show. Montgomery County students have been regular participants on It's Academic. In fact, an alumni of the program is Councilmember George Leventhal. The show started in 1961 on NBC4 in Washington, D.C. And in 1967, Giant Food signed on as a sponsor of the program. The County Council recently took time to recognize this iconic partnership in local television.
And on behalf of Montgomery County schools, teachers, students, administrators, parents, and the public, thanks all of those who've contributed to making 50 years of It's Academic mandatory Saturday morning viewing, as it has inspired so many to higher academic achievement. Presented this 4th day of October in the year 2016 and signed by the Council President, Nancy Fleury.
We should all give props to the people who take it seriously and believe that learning isn't just important because you get a job, but that learning is important for learning's sake. It makes us better human beings.
The Rockville Volunteer Fire Department now has a new high-tech life-saving vehicle in its fleet, all made possible by the support of the city. Rockville 11's Tony Playa has the story.
Members of the Rockville Volunteer Fire Department gathered at City Hall recently to show their gratitude for the city's support in the purchase of a new Advanced Life Support, or ALS, chase car. The new car supplements existing ALS service by making it more versatile, and it makes Rockville one of the first departments in the county to deploy a new service model. which places paramedics on rapid response vehicles.
It benefits the community in many ways. First off, it provides a greater, quicker advanced life support response. So we would respond with an ambulance to any call, and if they need a paramedic, the paramedic goes. If they don't need a paramedic, then the paramedic stays in service.
This unit will bring the paramedics EMT equipment without the cot. It's a smaller unit, it's faster, it fits into more places, and what we do is instead of having 2 paramedics on a transport unit or an ambulance, we put 1 paramedic on this chase car, and we can have 1 paramedic in an ambulance or on a fire engine. So if there's 2 calls, we can send a paramedic to each call.
The department has a long tradition of serving Rockville and considers its partnership with the city essential in providing the best and most efficient response to its citizens. The mayor and council included a $57,000 grant in the fiscal year 2016 budget to support the purchase of the car, a 2016 Chevy Tahoe known as ALS 703.
The importance here is that we could not have done it without the city. So it was up to the volunteers and partnership with the city to come up with the funding.
If you'd like to get involved and become part of an organization with over 200 members and 4 stations, here's what you need to do.
We are always looking for new members. We want to perpetuate ourselves for another 95 years. So they can go to our website, rvfd.org. All training is free, and we ask at a minimum of 12 hours a week from anybody that wants to volunteer. So generally it's 1 night a week.
Find out more about volunteering and the new car at rvfd.org. For County Report This Week, I'm Tony Playa.
It's time to check your medicine cabinet for expired or unwanted prescription drugs. The Prescription Drug Take-Back Day will take place on October 22nd, and it's part of an effort to prevent the increasing problems of prescription drug abuse and theft. The idea is to keep residents from flushing prescription drugs or placing them in the trash where they could be ingested by animals or a person.
This is the safest way to get rid of any unused or unwanted prescription medication. There are not a lot of good options to be able to dispose of unused medications. And by taking part in the Drug Take-Back Day, you can possibly prevent an accidental poisoning or intentional drug abuse.
On October 22nd, there will be drop-off locations across the county where residents can drop off prescription drugs and over-the-counter medications. There will be collection boxes in the parking lots of all of these police stations between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Coming up next on County Report This Week, the Sandy Spring Museum was the setting for a music fest featuring bluegrass and jazz musicians. Plus, we give you a Montgomery College sport recap. We'll be right back after this.
Get to MC and we'll get you going.
Did you know there are more than 10,000 county government phone numbers? But there's only one number you need to remember for non-emergency calls, 311. MC 311 is Montgomery County government's online telephone information system. Need information? Have a problem or complaint? Trying to locate a county government facility? Call 311. The call center is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The website is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Anqoinette Crosby. Fall is the perfect time to get out and enjoy the outdoors. Crystal Park shows us 2 Montgomery County farms that offer classic fall fun.
When you think of farms in Montgomery County, the Agricultural History Farm may not be the first one you think of. But this hidden gem, located in the county's east central area of Durwood, boasts 455 acres. The farm has dedicated itself to interpreting historic farming practices for the public.
We're going to be offering educational programs to school groups, homeschool programs, museum tours of our farmhouse, and different family-based festivals and programs on the weekends so that folks can come out and get to learn more about farming in Montgomery County and its history.
The original farmhouse, built in 1898, has since been remodeled. Outside on the farm, animals gladly greet visitors. The pigs love attention and people. And the goats all have individual names and personalities. The farm also has a large variety of chickens. The farm also hosts several annual events, such as Harvest Days in the month of October. Upcoming events include a Music on the Farm concert series. For more info on the history of the farm and to see upcoming events, go to www.montgomeryparks.org.
Or if you want to be more hands-on, like pick your own apples or even your own pumpkins, Homestead Farm offers you both opportunities with plenty in their orchards.
These three have been dubbed the official greeters. In return, they ask for plenty of belly rubs.
We pick apples and when we go home, and my mom makes apple pie. We make apple cake. We make apple crisp. Everything you can think of.
Homestead Farm is owned and operated by Ben Allnut, his wife, and 2 sons.
Our specialty is not being too fancy. That might be our claim to fame.
Check out their website, www.homestead-farm.net, for more events. For County Report this week, I'm Crystal Park.
The Sandy Spring Museum recently hosted the Route 108 Music Fest, which included jazz and bluegrass music. And another added bonus, workshops with these world-class musicians.
The museum's been holding this big strawberry festival for 35 years now, and it's this really beloved community event, and tons of families come, and people have been coming for generations, and we thought, wouldn't it be fun to do something like that in the fall? So we started, bumming around ideas about what we could do to make a big festival, and we came up with the idea of having like a folk festival, a jazz festival, bluegrass, and we ended up getting a couple volunteers who just know a ton of really famous musicians, and they coordinated all the music for us, and then we invited a lot of local beer and wine vendors to just make it a beer, wine, and music festival. All the musicians are holding like small group workshops, which is pretty amazing to get to work with world-class musicians. If you are a musician yourself, you really get a lot of that sort of masterclass atmosphere.
Well, the clock is ticking down. There's only a month left in the regular season for soccer and volleyball at Montgomery College. MCTV's Michael Brown brings us up to speed on how the teams are shaping up.
The 2016 season is shaping up to be a very special one for women's soccer. The Raptors are 9-2, ranked 4th in the NJCAA National Top 10, and they're in first place in Maryland JUCO, as they've scored an incredible 59 goals while allowing just 4. On offense, they have a ton of options. Jamie Montgomery leads the way with 17 goals, good for 7th nationally. She gets plenty of help from Claire Couturier, who's netted 15, Alejandro Ramos with 7, and Ariela Amaguana with 6. And serving them up is Natalie Alviar, who leads the nation with 22 assists. And the defense has been stifling. Keepers Veronica Funes and Jennifer Pineda have anchored the back end with a minuscule .30 goals against average, and they owe a debt of thanks to the skilled and aggressive defenders who hold the line in front of them. Men's soccer has played the toughest schedule in the country as they've taken on a host of national top 10 teams. Despite that, the Raptors are 9-6-2, good for 3rd in Maryland JUCO. Their strength has been defense. Keeper Juan Maraboli has allowed just 1.4 goals a game and has 77 saves, and the backs in front of him have played a big part in that. The offense has been inconsistent as they've averaged just 2.5 goals a game so far. But their rigorous schedule will no doubt have the Raptors ready for the upcoming postseason with their 5th straight trip to nationals, the ultimate goal. And it's been a whole new ball game for MC Volleyball this fall. There's a brand new head coach, former MC Volleyball star Tori Keno, and they have just 2 sophomores on a very young roster. But those second-year players, Audrey DePoco and Pam Mangando, have provided leadership on both offense and defense. And first-year players like Lily Miller, Nicole Rios, and Alejandra Borja have really begun to contribute. The team is improving after a rough early stretch and could definitely surprise some people in the upcoming postseason. For County Report this week from Montgomery College, I'm Michael Brown.
Now it's time to go to Kathy Stanhope from the Montgomery County Animal Services and Adoption Center with information about what pets are available to adopt. Kathy?
Remember, whatever animal you're thinking of adopting, please consider Montgomery County Animal Services first. Remember, it's very important to adopt and not shop. If you're thinking of bearded dragons, or snakes, or lizards, birds, and of course all our cats and dogs, please give us a call at 240-773-5900 or come look at all our animals on the website at montgomerycountymd.gov/ASD.
With that, we close this edition of County Report This Week. Remember to like us on Facebook and to join us again this time every week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. I'm Anqoinette Crosby. Thank you for watching.